Righto, here we go. Beautiful night now. Bosh it is.
Oi, nice
A little bit of carry. Bit of good bounce. Manali Patel's alongside him. Hello, Manali. Slip's gone out. Bowled him. On target. Good stuff from Corbin Bosh. Couple of little bit, a little bit wide, a little bit shorter. And he had the sense that he was going to go for that. Myers, he tried, but the fence was badly disturbed.
We've seen this so often. You give yourself room, and if it's a straight ball, you're going to see those stumps rattled. Good bowling from Corbin Bosh. An early wicket for the Jaguars. Kyle Myers goes for a duck today. The Jaguars 0 for 1.
Bosh again. Big swing and a miss. Hard down the ground. The outfield is still going to be pacey, even though the rain we've had. So there's the first boundary.
Safe shot as well, going straight down the ground. And he beat the fielder at mid-on. Dilpreet Bajwa there, just couldn't get close to it.
Oh, that's interesting. Trying to go over the top.
Trying to go over the keeper's head. Just goes straight up in the air.
Start the second over. Oh, that's taken off. That's a little bit of a nasty one. Oh, he's got some bat on that. Just as well would have smashed into that middle pole, I think. 4 runs.
In a shortened game, they're going to need to try and pile on those runs, and he does exactly that. Going down leg. It'd have been mighty close had he missed that.
Going again, but this time he picks up a wicket. Bang on target. Another one goes.
Tried it one too many times. Montreal Tigers fans will be happy with the second wicket. And Kalim Sana continues his good form. Goes fuller, straighter. Virendeep Singh tried to go for a second one in a similar fashion. Unfortunately, he just finds the ball onto his stumps. He goes for 4 off 3. The Jaguars have lost their second, 8 for 2.
3 balls left in this over. And just kept a little bit low first up. That's a tester. Generally, he likes to go down the ground, but I'm not sure if he'll do that today. Oh, he is looking to go down the ground, and that's bounced. That's bounced, it's taken off, and it's gone for 4 byes.
Unlucky for the Montreal Tigers. There was no way Tim Seifert would have been able to get any hands on that.
Oh, that's actually followed him. That one's come back at him, in fact. Shernan has wrapped him on the glove. That's the 3rd time, I think, in 3 games he's been wrapped on the bowling hand. End of the over.
Wrapped right on that glove, right on the fingers. Painful stuff, especially when that ball has some additional pace on it.
Long discussion at the moment. Marcus Stoynes, the captain, of course, of the Jaguars, the 2 umpires. I'm presuming there's just a little bit of concern about players getting injured, like we just saw with Mohammad Nabi. It's probably the conversation. Here he comes. He's had a bit of a trek from time to times as our match referee, Harry Krishnan. Good to see the players, Dilpreet Bajwa now, just obliging one of the ball boys. There we go. The Centurion's signature of season 4. They've had a couple of these decisions, these guys, to make. The disappointing thing about it is that we've been here sitting around all day. That 2 teams were here earlier today, and they were trying to get a game off, and it didn't stop raining in time. The groundsman said it wasn't going to be fit, so then that one was called off. And then this one also, the same story. The teams arrived, they did some warm-ups as soon as the rain stopped. There was concern about a couple of wet patches out behind the stumps. A little bit of concern was mentioned about the pitch perhaps being a little bit too variable because it's been under covers, and obviously the ground staff hadn't had an opportunity to get on there and actually do some work on it. And unfortunately, Mohammad Nabi has copped a nasty blow, so that has caused the captains to have a chat with the umpires, and the match referee now going to chat to the captains. I would suggest from that response the match referee has taken this on board, as which is probably fairly sensible for him to get involved in discussions, but I think he's trying to get the game on. I don't know. We'll have to see what the response is. Certainly not a quick response by the captains. They want to involve themselves in more discussion, so I think the idea was that we should continue from the match referee. That's what I'm picking up, just through body language. That's all. We won't know until we get some official wording. But the last thing we do need right now is players having broken hands, broken fingers. There's other tournaments that are coming up. For example, that Mohamed Nabi is going to be involved in an important domestic tournament shortly. Some of these guys are off to play in other events as well. My concern is, with the time that we're wasting at the moment, it's going to be a very late night, and I just wonder, we haven't got lights here at the ground. I don't think he needs lights.
Well, between the sunglasses or the cell phone as sunglasses and that shirt, I don't know which I like better. Oh, and we've got a book as well for shade. Creative. It's a creative crowd in the house today.
At least they're staying nice and warm, I guess, in the bright sunshine. Right, so there's a further discussion. The captains obviously aren't happy. I would suggest they were asked to continue. They were concerned about their welfare, the players' welfare. The coaches are now coming out, just doing the right thing, I think, at this stage, and just holding their distance. So if all parties were happy, we'd be either one way or the other, wouldn't we? We'd be off or we'd be on. And Watmore, very experienced, of course, former Australian opening batsman. Been a coach of many international teams. Marcus Stoiner's vastly experienced. The one thing about this discussion now is that the table's not going to change. It looks like there's going to be a further discussion, I would suggest, somewhere else. Looks like the players are now walking away. Captain and coach of the Jaguars.